The weather outside is frightful, but March is right around the corner and spring will be knocking on our door in just a few weeks, and I'm going to be ready. So let's head inside and get these seeds started. So now that we're back inside, let's finish what we started. So this week, today is February 23rd and it's Monday. But last week we had best planting dates for the Pisces moon, which fell on Tuesday and Wednesday, the 17th and the 18th. So on the 17th, I planted these seeds and I'm going to give you guys a quick overview of how we've done. So these were planted 5 days ago under this first quarter moon, new moon cycle. And I have a few more things that I had to plant that I ran out of. These are all the seeds I planted on the 17th through the 19th. So I planted all of these seeds already. And we're going to check on them. And then this is what I have. These are what I have left to plant. So I have a lot of lettuce and some herbs left to plant. So we're going to get those done. And then I also have some cabbage to plant. So I just uncovered the garden last week and I just shoveled all the snow out from the blizzard at the end of January last week. And today we have a blizzard. And this blizzard is more than the last one. So we got to see the ground for 2 days and now it's back covered over my knee. It's above my knee. It's almost hip. It's crazy. So I'm gonna have to try to get out there again and shovel if I can. It's really bad. But a lot of the plants died from it being minus 17, minus 50, all the numbers. A lot of things didn't make it. So because of that, I'm going to have to replant things now. And these are the things that I have to replant, like my cabbages and all that kind of stuff. I did replant my kales last Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So those are coming up. I have a lot of cabbages there also, but these are just some more things that I want to have for backup that we will address. So let's see. These I already have the seedling trays ready for. These I'm gonna have to fill up new seedling trays, so because I wasn't prepared for this, but we can get it done. So first things first, let me show you guys these seedlings so we can move on and start planting. So I won't go through all of them, but I will tell you which ones have come up because I can't read the labels from here, but I do know what some things look like and what labels are. This is thyme. Over here we have kale that has come up. These are all kales. Collards, cabbage, and everything else is not up yet. But I do have one more thing to show you guys. Hold on. So I did sow inside this container. And here we have arugula, container kale. I did container spinach and upland cress. So far the kale and the arugula sprouted and the two back here have not. So that's what we planted on the 17th through the 19th when the moon was in the new moon phase and in Pisces. So you guys can see these are already labeled. So it's going to make it so easy. I'm just going to pop these seeds in there and we'll be out of here. So let me just get all my lettuce out first. Lemon balm, peppermint, cool. What is? So I have romaine lettuce, I have heading lettuce, and I have leaf lettuce. So I'm gonna just get them all in. And then I have some herbs that I want to plant. And then we'll fill up again and we'll do our brassicas, the rest of the cabbages. And I think that'll be it for the day. So let's get it. But you know what? I like to make my labels before my hands get dirty. So let us make the labels for, oh, and also we need to change these from 219 to 223. All right, so here's going to be Purple Lady and then just Bok Choy, and I'll put the date 223. And then we have Red Acre. All right, we got to get going. I'm starting to lose light. There's no need for you to be in the camera. There's no need. Don't come this way. You don't need it. You don't need it. So what's up, son? I wonder if tutoring closed. They always be open. I hope they're not messing up my filming. I only got 5 seeds left, y'all. 5 seeds. The way that I'm not playing no games, I'm not doing nothing extra. Oh my god. Alright, so that was Carifex. Now we're going to do Red Acre. 1, 2, 3. I always like to do an extra one on the side. So I do 1 per hole, but I do 2 holes. And then when they germinate or when I'm planting, it's easy for me to just take that seedling and cut it right down the middle, and then I have 2 plants. Baby like. So that's a little trick I do. Just space them apart in the actual seedlings. So Carifex is done. Now we're up to bok choy. I feel like I'm doing the same order. I'm doing green on the left and purple on the right here too. So the bok choys be coming up, but I got 2, 4, just need 6. We don't need that many. Where we at? All right, we're up to bok choy. It's getting a little dark. I might have to go get my ring light, guys. Do 1 and 1, 1, and 1. Those are done. So what are you guys planting? Do you guys do spring and summer gardens? Let me know. 2, 4. These bok choy seeds are small. They little. The basket seeds be little, but these are absolutely smaller than the cabbage seeds. So there we go. I'm gonna do the middle ones. Dang, I dropped 2 of them in that same hole. 1. I feel like when they're so close together like that, then I don't know, maybe I can separate it before they get their first 2 true leaves or whatever, but I have enough seeds to just have 3. It's okay. And that should also give me more opportunity to grow more stuff, right? So that's the hardest part, guys. The hardest part is when you overseed, for me anyway, is, oh my goodness, which one am I gonna... But I do eat them, so they kind of microgreens or whatever. But you do have to pick which twin or which baby is the one you're gonna keep, and that is just a little bit sad. You know what I'm saying? Did that. So now we just have all of our lettuce to do. Although I'll probably do cilantro, but I want to do cilantro heavy. I want to heavily seed something like a little clear container. I don't really want to use a seed tray. So let me see. Oh, right on time. Merlot. See, the one right in front of me. Yeah, it was meant to be. So with lettuce, you do something called surface sowing. So I'm going to just move the things we don't need out of the way. I'll put it here though. So I did Carifex. Put that over there just for balance. Alright, so we're up to our lettuces. We have Merlot lettuce. So with lettuce seeds, you just sow on the surface. You don't make a hole, so I don't need my little dibber. I normally also use a chopstick. It's so easy. You just take the chopstick and it's super easy. But when I have my dibber, I like to use it because that's what it's for or whatever. With lettuce, I'm just going to sprinkle it on top a few. I don't want that many, but again, the same thing is true. I could take this and cut it down the middle, and now I have 2 bunches that I could plant instead of just 1 seedling. So I'll overseed. Sometimes I just do 3, but let me just take some off. Let me be good. I still want more though. I'm starting to lose light, guys. I'm losing light. But you just take a few, you pinch it, and you just sprinkle it right on top of the soil. You do not bury it. I'll show you what we're gonna do. So that's Merlot. Boom, got it. I got Grand Rapids. Merlot is a beautiful red lettuce. Grand Rapids is a green lettuce that grows really big leaves, and they are leaf lettuces. So they're frilly. They're pretty. All right. Boom. And rapids. I think I'm gonna have to go get my light, but I'm hoping I don't. Next we have ruby red, leaf lettuce. I'm ODing. I'm really overseeding to the max. This is ridiculous. Let's relax. Let's relax, lady. So, shooter. Try to space them a little bit. Cool. All right. So this is done. I don't like that that's not super flat, but we got that part done. Let's push you to the middle. Stop late. Crisp. Who's next? We got crisp mint. These are our romaines. So that was our leaf. These are our romaines. We got crisp mint. Let's see who's next. My nose is itching. We're gonna do. Oops. Next, we're gonna do Freckles romaine. Freckles is cute. They're like a green speckled lettuce. It's really pretty. I don't need that many though. It's cool though. With lettuce, you can thin them out. You can eat them as you go until you get down to just one plant. So I'm not super pressed about that. And again, if it is just extra, I'll just cut that whole seedling in half and we'll have 2 spots to be able to plant them in. Cimarron romaine. This is a red lettuce. Oops. I had a lot right there. These are all in one spot, but we gonna live. Who else? So that one is done. Put you up there. Who's next? I got Little Gem. And they are they are in the right order. And I didn't do it. That's so cool. I'm really excited. It was just meant to be like that. You know what I'm saying? It was meant to be. Alright, so you just sprinkle her right on top. Boom. I don't think I need no more because these are supposed to be singular. So when they're heads, you just want one head. You get iceberg lettuce and it's a head of lettuce or a head of romaine. The leaf ones are fine. I feel like to have a whole bunch is not that serious. This is Optima. Y'all, I have a lettuce that is one of my favorites and it has not been germinating and I'm so sad about it. I don't even know what to do. I'm gonna do a germination test on it to see because this is a tragedy. It's called Bronze Mignonette and it is amazing. It's beautiful, it's large, it tastes good. She just is not germinating though. So here is Ice Queen lettuce. It's a crisp head lettuce. So it's like an iceberg lettuce. I don't really grow this one that much. I try to use it in the winter time, but I never grow it I never got a head, is what I should say. I never grew it as a head lettuce. I grew it as a leaf lettuce. So why not try to get a head lettuce? I'm trying to be strategic this year and not just do everything cut and come again. All right, so that's that. We got all of those in. Boom. These actually go this way. My bad. And the last one, who are you? You are for our. Oh, I wanted to do more. I have more. This is gonna be the next round. I have more lettuce, but I'm not gonna do that. I won't. Oh, that's because I did make this ready for that. I just didn't want all these lettuces to be ready at the same time. But the next round, I'll get that on the next one. So these are my herbs. We're gonna do peppermint. We're gonna do chamomile, and we're gonna do lemon balm. Even though I wanted to do these as winter sowing, should I just winter sow these? Whenever I don't feel like babysitting any plants, any seedlings, I just winter sow them. And I let the outside take care of all the work. You feel me? Because who wants to have to water or do all this stuff like when there are other plants like our summer plants that actually can't be winter sown and need to be babysat inside? I'd be like, let's go ahead and put the spring plants outside so that they can be winter sown. You feel me? Because why not? All right, peppermint. Ooh, these are so small. My goodness. These are so small. And I don't want a whole lot of peppermint. I think these seeds are old though. Packs for 2024. So these are way back in the day. I don't want 1,000 seeds though. I don't want 1,000 mint plants. Let me see. Because mint takes over. You don't need much. Let me see. I can't even see them. But they're there. I'm not going to do any more. And finally, we got chamomile. We got German chamomile to be exact. This is the one they say you should grow for tea. The German one. These are also small. If you guys notice, all these little seeds I'm not making holes for. I'm just sprinkling them right on top of the soil because they're so little that they don't need to be buried in there. So these are surface sown. Chamomile says 1/16 deep. What's that? I don't know what that is. Excuse me. That's going to be on top. And I'm going to cover it, vermiculite. All right. So chamomile, we're going to heavy seed you. Let's get it heavy. There's a lot there. A little more here. All right. So that's it. All right. Bring you guys closer for the final touches. We'll zoom in. You guys can see that. So you guys can see the lettuce seeds are just on the surface, not buried. The bok choy is in there. It's been covered. You can't see it. Same with the cabbage. Can't see them on top. That's another lettuce, and you see them on top. You guys see the herbs, white chamomile, the little seeds. They're all on top because they're so little. So there, now so my soil was wet, but it kind of dried, and you can tell by the brown spots, but I'm not worried about that because I will bottom water. But besides bottom watering, what I'm going to do is we're going to top with some vermiculite. I keep a little spoon in there and just fill them in. This is the icing on the cake for me. And it's not really a thick layer. It's a light layer, but I just cover the full surface of each seedling, literally just like frosting on a cake. So the vermiculite ends up helping with fungus gnats. It helps with damping off, and well, it helps with covering the seeds. It helps with holding moisture, and it helps with fungus gnats, if I'm not mistaken. But I use it for moisture retention and to cover the finer seeds that you don't really want to cover with soil. So because this is not soil, it's light enough that light can get through it, but it's also heavy enough that it can be a cover. Soil topper kind of energy. It'll cover the seedlings enough. Covers enough to cover, but light enough for light to get through. If that makes sense. And I like to, when that's done, I like to just take the back of the spoon and press down, and that makes sure that the seeds have contact with the soil. So it's like a sandwich. I'm patty caking it. You feel me? We patty caking. So I like to do that. And I like to put enough that there's no dirt on the back of my spoon. I don't want any soil going back in my clean vermiculite. So I just make sure I have enough vermiculite on top. Where do you guys like to start your seeds? I like to start my seeds on the floor. I like to sit on the floor and start my seeds, or sit at the table, but I'll be on the floor, and then sometimes I'll be on the floor so long my leg feels dead. I do find seeds starting to be relaxing. Like you zone in, tune out, focus on the task at hand, and handling all these little seeds. I feel like I should have filled these pockets up better. It's because they were stacked on it. I didn't fluff it out well. But hopefully it's fine. They'll be fine. And moving forward, that's how when you have enough water, the top will be a darker color as opposed to the lighter color, right? Because it's wet. So just gonna come in and moisten the tops. Put this down. And that's all. Cool. Let me know in the comments below what seeds you guys are starting, how many weeks until your last frost. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe because what? We grow together. Are you going to be happy? We may be in the middle of a snowstorm, but we still need to start those seeds. Showbiz, you feel me? I'm against the light.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next episode.